Hello everyone.
Hello everybody.
A different room today.
Yes.
Actually found that the bathroom's the quietest room in the house.
when you've got such a bustling family like we have at the moment, with lots of noise and even a little small dog running around, and it's very difficult to just have 10 minutes of peace and quiet. So here we are, bunkered away in the bathroom of all places.
Welcome to our boudoir, our bathroom. Anyway. We just thought we'd come on and do a video. We need to do this for a couple of days now, and well, ever since we got back from London really, because it was a really good weekend about undue influence and how it affects lots of areas of life, not just religious aspects regarding cults like Jehovah's Witnesses or Scientology. Well,
don't want to interrupt, my darling, sorry for this. Lots of people might not understand what we're talking about. So there was a workshop we were involved with in London with Stephen Hassan, and there were about 45 people there, something like that.
It was amazing because it wasn't. There was a few ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, but there was a lot of other people too. There was ex-Scientologists. There was
a whole host.
Children of God.
All sorts of people.
Yeah, lots of people
with all loads of experiences from different cults, and
there was a couple of academics as well. One that had been involved in a political cult. So and we were discussing the human trafficking side of it as well, which is. Very much to do with the undue influence. It was
incredible. We had an amazing 2 days. We met a lot of different people from very, very different backgrounds from the Watchtower, but it all brought it home to us just how similar some of the traits are that can be followed through no matter which cult it is that we've all belonged to. There are similar parallel lines that we've all followed through on the bite model that Stephen Hassan has so eloquently explained within his books, and of course on this 2-day course that we're on. And I think there's a lot more information that will be in the future coming out on this, and it is exciting stuff.
We came back completely full of buzzing, and we felt empowered when we came home, which was, I think, a lot to do with unlocking things that we've been involved with for years. So it's amazing stuff, but there's more to come on that later.
There certainly is.
We just wanted to say thank you for everyone who came up to us on Saturday evening at the Ulster Fest.
I tell you what,
in London.
It was incredible to meet so many lovely people.
We missed the photograph that was taken on the Thames. I think we joined the party about 7:30, just around about 7:30, and a lot of people had had to leave before we got there, which was a shame. We didn't get to hug everybody.
I wanted to meet Chris Benson as well. I missed him by literally a few minutes. So I'm sorry, Chris, that I missed you, and I was really looking forward to seeing you. But there we go. Well, I'm sure we'll meet up at some point.
Yes, there's always next time.
But some of the other people that we met that we've never ever spoken to before, and we felt
like, well, a lot of them we connected on Facebook.
On Facebook, but actually not face to face.
Not face to face. You know, to hug.
Great. It was great, and all their life stories, and so much we learned so much about them, and vice versa.
And what was nice was obviously we talk into the camera, which obviously then goes to you guys to then watch and give your opinions and maybe food for thought. And you don't have to agree with what we say, you don't have to like what we say, but it's lovely to know and see the faces that do watch the videos. It's nice to see the face on the other side of the camera for once, and there are real people. It's not just a screen. So
from all different backgrounds. And you know, the amount of love that was there, that was manifest, and a true understanding. Even though we might not know each other very well, there's a true understanding there of what we've all been through with regards to where we came from within this shower called the Watchtower.
What was nice was the conversations that went on. The majority of people, we were talking about how amazing the internet is for access to information these days, and it got us discussing about how back when the pioneers literally of people leaving the Watchtower and cults, where they got their information from, and it was purely through slogging it out, trailing through lots of information, doing research in so many different areas. We've got it so much easier these days with just touching a button or watching someone's video. We watched many videos when we were first waking up. We sat up in bed on a Sunday morning before going off to the Kingdom Hall, believe it or not, watching people like Dalmira and Snarky the Apologist and Vince Shizulu. So it's, you know, all these different beautiful people that took the time out to do videos to help people leave and to help people wake up, and that helped us. So That's so much easier for us to be able to do that. But we think about people like Bill and Joan Cetnar, well, William Cetnar, but Bill he's known as.
If you're not sure who Joan and William Cetnar are, then you can Google them and they'll very quickly come up on your screen, and they'll give you a full rendition and history of their lives and exactly what they were involved with Watchtower, and also their story and testimony on how they came out and the reasons why they came out.
What was interesting to us was Bill he was working at Bethel at the time, and he was sent to actually investigate the vaccines. And it was something to do with the blood issue and vaccines at the time.
Well, whether or not he was sent, I can't remember that, but he actually went and did investigation.
He did investigation.
Yeah, he was sent. I know he.
And it was because he started to wake up, because he was told, the Watchtower had always told people within the organisation that the reason you couldn't have a vaccine was because it contained blood. And when he went and did his research on it, they actually exposed that it was eggs they used, something to do with an egg extract, get it?
Extract.
That you use rather than blood. And he was completely flabbergasted, because they were always told that these vaccines, like polio vaccine for example, contained blood in it, which was why witness children were not allowed to accept the smallpox vaccine. So they used to put acid to mark the skin to mimic the vaccines that looked like the children had the smallpox vaccine. So it's quite fascinating to hear all that. But it's books like this. They wrote this book, Questions for Jehovah's Witnesses, and Joan Cetnar very kindly sent this to her, and we thank her so much, because it's just been an amazing wealth of information. I mean, it's just amazing. So you can get this online, Questions for Jehovah's Witnesses Who Love the Truth. It is really worth getting. It is an amazing book.
It's just an all-rounded book looking at
it's got
the history.
It's like Watchtower bits in there, and then it's got their write-ups about different letters that were produced, and just amazing. Yeah.
And this was at a time, when they were doing their research, as Corey's just mentioned, that all this research was done without the privilege of having the internet, as we now take for granted so much. They had to really go down the hard road of slogging this out. And they're not the only ones. There were others doing this as well, like Barbara Anderson as well, and many others that pioneered the way for many of us now to be able to just read what they've said and then do more research. And now we've got onto all of the other big sites that are out there. You've got the freeminds.org, that was a big one. You've got jwfacts.com and JW Survey. All these sites all help us a great deal, and it all started way back when. So we have a great deal of respect for them, for these brothers and sisters from the past. And Joan is lovely, isn't she?
And she's wonderful. We've spoken to her before, and she sent this to us directly, and we just can't thank her enough for that, because it's people like you that just make us who we are today, because we wake up through your information. And I just say that, I mean, the way that you've used the Watchtower's literature in this book, in the different things, you've done your research through the Watchtower publications. They've exposed themselves, the Watchtower, through what they've written in the past, and we just thank you for your information. But that's what we were saying to people at the weekend, that it's that information age. The internet is just so good for research, and because the Watchtower try and stop you from doing research on the internet, that's why, because there's so much out there now. And it's getting bigger and bigger every day, but they can't control it.
No. So and the more research you do, the more you realise. I mean, look at Raymond Franz, for goodness sake, and the two books he's written, The Crisis of Conscience and In Search of Christian Freedom. When you read those books, I can't believe anybody would want to go back to that particular belief system once they've actually read those books, because it really does highlight exactly what it's all about. And there is so much more information added on that now, and there's some fantastic sites out there. We just wanted to give everybody a big up because of the things that we have sat back, since we've come back from this weekend, we've taken time to reflect a little bit. We've realised that the world of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses and the communities that are out there around the world is just getting bigger and bigger and louder and louder. And guess what? more confident. The amount of people now that are coming on the Facebook networking sites and becoming more confident to speak up about their own experiences, and they might not feel as though that is significant in any way, but it certainly is, because it's helping someone else. And it's every single piece of that puzzle is now being put together, and the Watchtower's got nowhere to hide anymore. They might be a very, very rich, wealthy organisation, and they certainly are, but when it comes down to real truth, the truth about the truth, they've got no defence. No defence at all. And it only takes a little bit of searching and a few minutes into it. And if you've just started on that journey, good luck to you, because you need to be careful. There's so much out there, it can actually overload you for a while and make you feel very emotionally upset because of the lies you've been told.
With my situation was that as soon as I woke up, and it was like a light bulb going off, I came away and didn't want religion, I didn't want anything, I didn't want to take in any more information on anything because I felt so hurt. And so I just took a time out for me, took a step back and started doing my own little bits of research when I wanted to. No one forced me, no one told me you must look up this, read that. I took time for me, and Mark did it his way, I did it my way. We were both on our separate journeys, but helping each other and supporting that. And there's a massive network of people out there now that will support you and help you. If you just reach out and ask for that help, they will be there to help.
And they genuinely care. And there's a lot of help out there for lots of people. So please take that first step if you're on that journey to start educating yourself and looking at the recovery of where you're coming from. There is a lot of love and support out there from lots of different people with different belief systems now. And this is a big thing for many witnesses. They all believe that there has to be a certain way. Well, every individual has their own right to decide what they believe is right.
You need to identify your true identity, who you are, your authentic self, and that's something that once you've done that, the freedom and the peace you have within you as an individual is wonderful, and it will have a knock-on effect for every single aspect of your life from that point forward. And it is wonderful, but it's just getting to that point, and the only way you can do that is by literally washing everything you've known for years out of your mind, starting afresh with a clean slate, getting that and then getting that right in your own self so you're comfortable with who you are, and then you can progress forward. And once you're on that road, I can't describe to you what that feels like, apart from joyous, free, clean, fresh. Yes, you get tired with everyday life because life is hard. It doesn't make life easy because work's still there, all these other pressures, but you know, it's easier to deal with these things. And trust me when I say that this freedom and peace you have within you, it is beautiful, and I can't describe it to you apart from that. So I hope that this is a good explanation of where we are and how much we enjoyed that weekend.
Yes.
And as I said, there'll be more on that to come.
There will be, and we wanted to just do a very quick video today to just say thank you to everybody that we met. And
all those that we missed.
And all the ones we missed, we're so sorry we missed them. But I'm sure there'll be other occasions in the future where we can all get together and make the effort to turn up and just have a couple of beers or a lemonade. But from what
we were hearing from everybody talking, everybody's had a fantastic time talking to everyone.
Absolutely.
So it was an amazing day, and we're looking forward to the next one. So.
Mentally diseased, we are not. I can assure you that, Watchtower.
Absolutely not, Anyway.
We gotta go.
Lots of love to everyone, and we've got a couple more videos that we really want to get done in the next few days. So hopefully we'll get them done, and it'll probably be in the bathroom again because, as we said, it's the best
safest place now. Okay.
Anyway, take care.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.